It's Thanksgiving holidays in the US. The markets are closed today, but obviously at Hot Trades of the Day, we never take a day off. And commodities are traded around the world. Everybody's looking at gold and silver after the strong performance of the past days. But today, we're going to talk industrial metals, which now are called strategic metals or in some cases critical metals. I'm going to show you two metals that are ready to break out, and another one that nobody's talking about that could be an interesting swing trading opportunity if we get the right entries. This will be an interesting video of a sector of the market that not many people are paying enough attention to right now. Let's get into it. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and months. Gold and silver were all the rage of the past days in the commodity sector, rightfully so if you see the surge, especially in the silver price, but we're at critical levels at both precious metals right now. You can see here in silver we are at the all-time highs where we had the double top scenario. We need to watch what's happening here in the next days. And then take a look at the weekly candle. Same goes for gold. That gives us a chance to look at the industrial metals, a sector that not many people are paying enough attention to right now. I mean, I get it. The precious metals were hot. We here at Hot Trades of the Day were on it super early. And we made a lot of money, especially in the mining stocks, where you always make the biggest money. And if you missed those videos, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next hot trade. And a couple of them could be in the industrial metals that are now called strategic metals or in some cases critical metals. And the number one critical metal is copper. I've talked about copper for a month. I've recommended copper to you for a month. You are up nicely. But the next rally is about to start. Take a look at the copper chart and how good the copper chart looks. And let me zoom out so you understand where we're coming from. You see now the yellow resistance zone. It comes from the old all-time highs from May 2024. And as you can see, we only really were able to kind of break out above it, run up, and then the copper price collapsed. So what happened here, if you follow the commodity sector, I spoke about it on this channel, this huge green bar that basically propelled us above the yellow resistance zone was the purchasing on margins of several hedge funds that wanted to front Trump tariffs on copper. And then when the White House clarified that the tariffs did not include copper imports, well, we got margin calls deluxe. You see the breakdown in the copper price in August. But now, since then, we have developed a very, very nice uptrend that nobody's talking about right now. And you see this. You see the yellow resistance zone and you see the blue support zone. We're going sideways within the uptrend channel. It's a super bullish pattern. Why? It's a consolidation pattern. This is what I'm wishing for gold and silver so we don't overheat. Copper is not overheated at all. And now, as you can see, we are getting ready to break this yellow resistance zone. This looks really, really good and super interesting. Any weakness in copper, I'm gonna increase my copper long positions. Maybe that's something for you for your watch list or for a swing trade, because the next target when we break above this yellow zone, yeah, it'll be this area right here, the upper end of the channel. But man, when you have a resistance that has been in place for a year and a half, and we hit it doink once. This is basically artificial, so this one doesn't even count because it was that hedge fund speculation. So doink 2, doink 3, doink 4. I don't even count this because we didn't even break the yellow zone. So also, as you can see, the last 2 tries very close together, right? We tried to break it in October twice already. So that shows us pressure is building up to break this yellow resistance zone. Copper is going to have a monster up move if it breaks above this yellow resistance zone. Why? I've told you this in these videos before. Most of the funds and institutional investors do not possess deeper knowledge of the commodity markets. So they use simple trend following models. You see it perfectly in gold. Silver also, but again, with silver, always remember we have the short squeeze special situation there as well. Copper breaks out. Trend following models of these institutional investors will go ding, 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 and they will start buying. So this is the first strategic critical metal that, by the way, is listed as such by the Trump administration. Second metal, not listed as a critical metal. It's more of an industrial metal. Aluminum. I also talked about this before. Check out what's happening with aluminum. Let me switch to the weekly because it's just better to see. Ladies and gentlemen, we are breaking out of almost 3.5 year long base formation. We know this formation here at Hot Trades of the Day. Boy, did we trade this with lucrative trades in 2025. Now, the next industrial metal is about to pop. This looks really, really promising on the weekly charts. As you can see, we retested. We had the breakout. We confirmed the breakout. We retested it. Didn't even test the lower end of the resistance zone. That's bullish as well. Now we need one more confirmation candle up. This thing is running. Aluminum is not that easy to invest in. The classical way how most people invest into it is Alcoa. And look at this. Also looks really interesting. We just seen the highest close basically since December. So year high close on the weekly. If this holds, if we flip to the daily, as you can see, ooh, this is a great looking chart that we see here on Alcoa. Would I get in on Alcoa? If I draw this line of the bottoming formation, we get a retest. Alcoa long. That is a very, very good looking chart. If aluminum breaks out, Alcoa will really move. Now, let's talk about another industrial metal. And this is truly an industrial metal that has been really a nothing burger. And I'm not going to say it's a great industrial metal trade, but it's could be a nice, low risk, decent upside, and then the chance of a good upside swing trade. And this metal, nobody's talking about it, is lead. Lead has been one of the most boring commodities for years. As you can see, since 2021, we basically have gone sideways in this huge sideways channel. It has done nothing. Now, you can do a good trade in lead if you buy near the support zone right here, where we basically are right now, and then you trade it up to the resistance zone, and then in the past years, you sold it, you sold it, you sold it. Was a nice trade. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm not a big fan of lead. We don't have the financial means to be part of every rally in the commodity sector. And we don't need to. I remember last super cycle, everybody wanted to be in every commodity. That is not necessary. We just need to be in the really hot ones. And then other commodities like lead, for example, and I would call aluminum that as well, though aluminum will pop quite a bit if this breakout from this 3.5-year-old base that I just showed you holds. But what we can do with lead is we can put on a nice swing trade. Okay, so let me zoom out to show you what I mean here on the daily, because you can see it very clearly. If we can buy lead at the lower end of this new uptrend channel, which is quite close to the support zone, we get a very good entry point with a low risk, because we can put the stop right under the support zone. If this doesn't hold and is confirmed on the breakdown, we're out at a pretty modest loss. But on the upside, we have the swing trade to the upper end of the sideways channel, and we're invested already in case we break out. And then we have some real upside. So that's the interesting part with lead where it is right now. If lead is at the middle part of the sideways channel where we were just basically 2 weeks ago, that's not attractive, right? That's basically a risk reward of 1, plus on the upside the potential of the breakout. But if we get lead down here, and I wouldn't buy it where it is right now, but if we can get it down here, $4 cheaper, yes, then I'm actually interested, because we get a nice, interesting risk reward swing trade. That's not going to be the most spectacular trade. That's not going to be the one that you're going to tell your grandkids about as the greatest trade you ever made. But a lot of the lucrative trades that you can pick on the side are the ones that are not spectacular. And this one I really like from the risk reward side. So today's Thanksgiving. Enjoy Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. We're going to speak tomorrow, obviously on Black Friday. There's going to be a video, probably before I go shopping. And tomorrow we're going to talk about basically the anti-lead, the hottest, and I mean the hottest commodity sector of the past 6 months. We talked about in Hot Trades of the Day, obviously already. We're going to talk about it tomorrow again in depth. That one you need to be in for sure for the coming month. See you tomorrow. Enjoy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.